Welcome to the Assumption. Welcome to Wisconsin Rapids Assumption High School for tonight's Marawood South girls basketball action between the visiting Edgar Wildcats, who come in at 1-0 with a very impressive win over Owen Withee last week, going up against your home team, the Assumption Royals, who come in at 1-0 with a very impressive win over the Auburndale Apaches. It is already the Royals' second conference game. Steve Mapes alongside Rachel Zaleski here at beautiful Wisconsin Rapids Assumption High School as a rematch of regional final last year that came down to a game-winning shot or a game-tying shot at the end of regulation by Kendall Schmidt. She is in the starting lineup for the Royals, as is Jesse Grunhofer, Natalie Weisenbeck, Maddie, and Emily Bone. For the Edgar Wildcats in their road black uniforms, black numerals with yellow outlines, they will start Skylie Mankey, McKenna Gooden. We'll talk about McKenna in just a little bit. Marissa Ellenbecker, Teresa Hackle, and Gabby Keim for the Wildcats, and head coach Betty Ermansky. Schmidt to begin it, over to Grunhofer on the right wing, swings it around to Maddie Bone. Gets a screen, now Kendall Schmidt on the left wing. Free throw line, Bone, Emily Bone. Grunhofer with a big offense rebound. Can't get it to go. Another offense rebound up. Doesn't get the foul called. And Edgar is pushing it quickly. 4-on-3. Nobody stopped the ball. Up. Can't get it to go. And Emily Bone with another rebound for the Royals. Pushing it from right to left. Grunhofer, a wide open lane. Finds Weisenbeck on the left baseline. Underneath to Maddie Bone. Up and under move. The left hand up. Can't get it to go. And a foul will go on Edgar in the first 37 seconds. And that foul will go on Gabby Kine. Maddie Bone at the line for a pair. First one can't get it to go. Teresa Hackle with the foul. Her first, team's first. And Maddie Bone at the line for her second. Up and right over the front of the rim, and it's 1-0 Royals. Almost got travel there, pushing it over the timeline. Swings it around are the Wildcats. That's Ellenbecker. Top of the key, McKenna Gooden. Left wing, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Ellenbecker. Swings it around. Now Hackle, left baseline, underneath, and Weisenbeck comes away with the steal. Jesse Grunhofer with it, pushing it quickly from right to left as we look at the Royals gymnasium here. Free throw line up, Maddie Bone off the back iron, no good, and taken by Teresa Hackle. McKenna Gooden had 32 points. She's got it at the top of the key. Swings it around, and jump shot, and can't get it to roll in, and moves it around. Kendall Schmidt to the right side, over to Grunhofer. Back over to Schmidt. Finds Grunhofer under the basket and goes out of bounds with 16:29 to go in the opening half. Again, McKenna Gooden with 32 points against Owen Withee in their opening game. She's got the ball on the left side, gets a screen, working on Natalie Weisenbeck. Moves it around to the outside, Mankey. One-handed pass over to Keim, working on Emily Bone. Tries to get past her on the baseline. Now Keim and gets it knocked away. Kendall Schmidt, one-on-one, takes it all the way. Right hand, right pass, and can't get it to go. On the right-hand layup and taken away by the Wildcats. Swings it around. Underneath, working on Emily Bone. Right, left hand, got it to roll in. Gabby, it's 2-1. Wildcats look like Grunhofer almost took a couple steps. She takes it with the left hand. Pass over to Schmidt at the top of the key, extended. Looking into Maddie Bone. Emily at the free throw line. They double team. Three-pointer. Schmidt right side. And it rolls at the top of the backboard. And a turnover going to the Wildcats. 15-29 9:23 opening half, 2-1 Edgar. Don't forget, halftime, had an opportunity to talk to Coach Klein on yesterday, in our Zaleski Sports Show. Pulled step back jumper, McKenna Gooden for 2. 34 points already for McKenna Gooden on the year. Again, she had 32 against Owen Withee in a 20-point win last week. Checking in for the first time is Maria Hartley. Checking in for Emily Bone. Hartley's got to inbound it on the far side. See Wisconsin Rapids Post 9 Ranger pitcher and Assumption alumni Ethan Peters on the far side. And a toss over the head of Kendall Schmidt and another turnover by the Royals. Joe Grundhofer over there as well. Playing football over on the East Coast in college. Swings it around to the outside. Hackle drives in the lane, took a couple steps up, and a foul will go on Jessie Grundhofer. That'll be her first, team's first. 14:40 to go in the opening half. Hackle, at the line for 2. And a high arcing shot, missed the front of the rim, and Emily Bone comes in for Jessie Grundhofer. Again, already the second conference game of the year for Coach Klein and the Royals. A high arcing shot again. This one wide right, and Maddie Bone comes away with the rebound, and she will take it herself across the timeline. Left-handed dribble. Kendall Schmidt with it. Again, just 2 seniors on this Royals team, a young team as the Wildcats are as well. Swings it over to Emily Bone underneath to Hartle, and that one gets poked away. Nice. Take it away and steal, and Gooden pushed it up quickly with her left hand. She'll go to line for 2. And McKenna Gooden is pushing it quickly, and the Royals getting out hustled early on. Gooden at the line for 2. And up and rims out. 0 for 3 early on are the Wildcats from the free throw line. Foul going on Schmidt. Second one up and rims out again, and it will get tipped out of bounds. And Emily Bone is out jumped, but will have her team with the ball. Well, Malia Hosley into the game for the first time for the Wildcats. A bullet pass over to Hartley and off her fingers, and another turnover by the Royals. They trail 4-1, 14:05 to go in the opening half. The first home game for the Royals this year. Got 2 other games going on Zaleski Sports network of pages. Marshfield and Neenah boys basketball. That one started early due to the incoming weather. Hosley gets it poked away and another turnover. Hartley with it. She's pushing it over the timeline as we look at the Royal Gymnasium here in Wisconsin Rapids. Weisenbeck over to Maddie Bone. Swings it back over to Natalie with the left-hand dribble. Try to get in the lane. Over to Hartley, left wing. They double-team Maddie Bone underneath. Emily with it. A line drive pass, right-handed hook over the top, and can't get it to fall. And taken away there by Teresa Hackle for the Wildcats. And tried the reverse layup, couldn't get it to go, and Kendall Schmidt comes away with the rebound, pushing it from right to left. The Royals in their home white uniforms, blue outline or blue numerals. Couple dribbles, now Schmidt with it. Back into Emily on the right baseline. Pass over to Maddie, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover by the Royals. An early free throw by Maddie Bone, and that's been it since in a timeout taken by Coach Klein and the Royals. A 30-second timeout with 12:52 to go in the opening half. It is Edgar 4 and Assumption 1. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids at Assumption High School here for tonight's Marawood South Conference action. Other Marawood South games going on. Stratford is at Newman tonight for an early spicy matchup for the Cardinals and the Tigers. A couple of nice volleyball matchups. On the left side, working on Maddie Bone. In the lane is Hackle. She pushes, and there's going to be a travel and a turnover by Teresa Hackle. So a lot of early turnovers. These two teams again met last, I guess not last winter, this winter, the winter of 2019, another turnover by Grundhofer in a regional final, and Kendall Schmidt needing a game-tying three-pointer at the end of regulation, and Emily Bone with another rebound. Maddie pushing it up to Grundhofer on the right side. Now left of the circle, left of the, now underneath, looking at Maddie Bone again. They double team her every time. Now underneath to Maddie, and there's going to be a foul on Teresa Hackle, her second early foul. That's a big foul on Edgar's senior forward. Hartley trying to inbound it. Gets it into Emily Bone in the lane. Right-handed hook shot up and in. Emily Bone, the first bucket made by the Royals, and we have played 6 minutes. Swings it around Hosley. Moves it around to Gooden. Right side. Back over underneath to Hackle. Moves it back. Right hand. Back over. Now into the lane. It gets kicked around. And it will stay with the Wildcats. Into the game for the first time is Izzy Youngworth, along with Kayla Kirkman. And a couple of substitutions for the Wildcats as well. Underneath, right out of bounds, up and in. Nice out of bounds play for Ashton Moore. And the Wildcats lead 6-3. Hartley crossing the timeline. Over to Kirkman. Underneath to Grundhofer with the left hand up. Tough take. And Grundhofer will go to line for a pair. 14 with the foul. That's Gabby Keim, her first, team's third of the half. Grundhofer at the line for 2. First one up and good. Grundhofer just able to stay on the positive side of that line. Up and perfect. 2 for 2 for Jesse, and it's 6-5. Swings it over. Nobody guarding the ball. Up and in for Skyly Manecki for 2. Underneath. Over to Grundhofer. Left hand. Can't get it to go. Tried the drop step, and another rebound by the Wildcats. They lead 8-5 with 10:50 to go. Kirkman guarding Mankey, and Moore off of Moore's leg. She goes to the ground. So does Grundhofer. Pass it, and it's going to be picked off. And a jump ball will go to the Wildcats. They lead 8-5 with 10:40 remaining in the opening half. Manecki to inbound it. Baseline right. Over to Gooden on the right baseline. She's going to take it. Right hand floater. Can't get it to go. And rebounded by Kirkman. She gets it stolen away. Up right hand. Up and in. 10-5 Wildcats early on. 10:20 to go, opening half. Swings it around to Grundhofer. Thought about the three, shot fake, swings it over to Hartley. Underneath to Emily Bone, back to Hartley. Three-pointer, left wing, and good. Book it for Maria Hartley. She leads the team with three, and it's 10-8. Wildcats. Over to Gooden, left baseline, swings it around. Hosley gets a screen, and she did travel. Dragged that pivot foot off the screen, and coming back into the game for the Wildcats is Marissa Ellenbecker. 10-8 in favor of the Edgar Wildcats. 9:52 to go, opening half. Assumption led 1-0, haven't led since. They didn't have their first bucket until about 6 minutes gone by, and they tie it up. Emily Bone from the free throw line. And it's 10-10 with 9:30 to go. Grundhofer, great defense, and she gets the rebound. Passes up to Kirkman. She wasn't looking, and she regains it. Passes over the head, and there's a foul on Gooden with the body. And it's going to be her first foul. Team's fourth of the first half. Weisenbeck, as Coach Hermansky will take a timeout. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside. 9:22 to go in the first half. All knotted at 10. Back to Assumption right after this.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nakusa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need. For the most effective solutions relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids, contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
9:22 to go, opening half here at Assumption High School. Teammates alongside Rachel Zaleski for this Marawood South girls basketball action. Resetting the lineups for the Royals. Emily Bone, Jessie Grundhofer, Natalie Weisenbeck, Kendall Schmidt, and Izzy Youngworth. The 5 for the Royals. And Youngworth's inbounded on the far side. Gets it into Grundhofer. Swings it around. Back over to Weisenbeck. Schmidt looking under to Grundhofer. Gets it to Emily Bone. Back over to Weisenbeck, right wing. Back to Grundhofer. Good ball movement for the Royals here. Takes one dribble over to Youngworth. Swings over to Weisenbeck underneath on the right side. Jumper for Bone. Can't get it to go. Nice defense rebound there. Taken by the Wildcats. Ellenbecker. And right on the timeline. Into the lane. Over to Moore. Shot up. No good. Taken by Weisenbeck for the Royals. Punched it over to Schmidt on the left side. Gets it past the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Underneath the Grundhofer. Right hand. Great pass. Up and in. Perfect high-low action there for the Royals. Jessie Grundhofer gets it and the foul. A great pass by Emily Bone, and it's 12-10. And coming in for the first time, Desiree Rausch. Coming in for Ashton Moore. 8:35 to go, opening half, 12-10 now Royals. Couple of dribbles for Jessie, up and good. Jessie with 5 here in the first half. The Royals now lead 13-10. Swings it around on the left side. Gets a little body, does Rausch. Swings it back. Now left baseline. Gets pushed again. Gooden, and she will step out of bounds right on the line. And it's with 8:17 to go as Teresa Hackle comes in. She's got 2 fouls here in the first half. 8:17 to go. Opening half. Royals lead 13-10. Despite a good handful of turnovers in the first couple minutes. About first half of this first half. Over to Schmidt. Top of the key. Thought about the three-pointer. Underneath. Got tipped away right off the fingertips of Youngworth. And another turnover by the Royals. 8:02 to go. Again, don't forget, halftime, we have an opportunity to hear from Assumption Royals head coach Ryan Klein. He was nice enough to join us in the Zaleski Sports Show on Monday. Hackle with a nice step through. Wow, what a move, Teresa Hackle. And it's 13-12. Hackle with her first two after missing a pair of free throws. Again, she's got 2 personal fouls. And tipped away again, another turnover by the Royals. Pushing it quickly are the Wildcats. Hackle got it blocked by Bone, taken away by Grundhofer. She gets double teamed right away. Picked up her dribble. Now Kendall Schmidt with it. Pushing it up to Youngworth on the right side. Right of the timeline. She can't dribble. And she did anyway. I guess she was. Nobody was yelling. Somebody's got to come to the ball. And another turnover. Natalie Weisenbeck will pick up the foul. And another bad turnover by the Royals with 7:15 to go in the opening half. 13-12. Wisconsin Rapids. Natalie Weisenbeck picks up her first foul. Team third of the first half. Sam Nelson checking in for the first time. Hartley along with Maddie Bone. Kaylee Davis into the game for the first time for the Wildcats. Wears number 32 in her black uniform. She's got it at the top of the key. Moves it around to the far side. And a body foul. No. 32 with an offensive foul. That's Davis. Hartley to inbound on the far side. And running offense now, Sam Nelson, the junior. Where's number 14? Pass over to Hartley near side. Looking into Maddie Bone again. She gets double team. Grundhofer, three-pointer, top of the key. And it air ball to the right of the basket. And McKenna Gooden will check in for the Wildcats. Again, 6:51 to go. Opening half. 13-12 Royals. A little 1-1-2-1 three-quarter court press for the Royals. Moves it around to Davis. Underneath as Weisenbeck knocks it out of bounds. As Roush exactly right as soon as she knew it. Motion over to a bench. Fake high, go low. Far side over to Davis. Swings it around to Gooden. Top of the key. Setting up the offense, working on Natalie Weisenbeck. Back over to Davis, right side. Back over to Gooden, right baseline. Three-pointer, right side. Nope, left it long. An offensive rebound taken. And now Kaylee Davis with it. That one got poked away by Weisenbeck. And Nelson can't secure it. And it's going to be up. And will they count it? No, foul on the ground. A lot going on in that couple of seconds. And Maddie Bone picks up her first personal. And team's fourth of the first half. Davis to inbound, right baseline. Coach Klein yelling out signals on who to guard. Over to Roush, right side. Back over the top of the key. Well, is Ellenbecker. Left wing is Hackle. Spins into lane. Right hand scoop. Can't get it to go. Maddie Bone with the defense rebound. And a bad foul 80 feet from the basket for Roush. And it looks like Maddie Bone will go to the line for 1 and 1. Roush a bad foul. Team seventh of the first half. Up and perfect for Maddie. Desiree Roush, pardon me. Maddie, a couple points from the line today. Second one is perfect. 5:55 to go, opening half, 15-12. Royals breaks the press easily, does Ellenbecker. Swings over to Roosh. Left baseline to Hackle. Looking for a cutting Ellenbecker and a body foul on Sam Nelson. That'll be her first, team's 5th foul. And coming back into the game is Gabby Kine. Only 4 made baskets by the Royals so far. They lead by 3. Trying to inbound it. Still trying to inbound it. And a 5-second call. A turnover by the Wildcats. .540 to go. Opening half. Royals cross the timeline with Nelson. Swings it over to Maddie Bone at the key. Swings over to Nelson. Looking, trying to figure out that offense, and a travel by Sammy Nelson. Coming back into the game is Leah Hosley, excuse me. 5:30 to go, opening half. It's been an eventful first half, that's for sure. Even if there haven't been a lot of points. A lot of quick movements. And to the left side, moving again, right over the top of the rim. Nice scoop shot there by Gabby Kime, and it's 15-14 in favor of the Royals. Nelson to the left side, looking into Grundhofer. They double team her. Hartle still swinging it. Maddie Bone over to Jesse Grundhofer. Dribbles to the left baseline. Had an open shot, didn't take it. Sam Nelson looking for Natalie Weisenbeck. Switches hands to the left side. Over to Grundhofer. Good movement here by the Royals again. Over to Nelson, right wing. Kicks it back over to Weisenbeck. Into Maddie Bone. They all clamped down on her. They had 4. Weisenbeck, runner in the lane, can't get it to go, and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Royals. And Kendall Schmidt will check back in for Sammy Nelson. Nice little runner there by Natalie Weisenbeck. Just couldn't get it to go with 4:36 to go in the opening half. Maria Hartley to inbound it over to Maddie Bone. Swings it over. Another long pass and another turnover by the Royals. Tries to skip it across. Nobody stopping Gooden all the way. And it goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it by the Royals. And she touched it when she was running out of bounds. Kendall Schmidt to take it. It's been all man-to-man so far here tonight for both teams. Hartley under, and she throws it away. Taken by Ellenbecker. Coast to coast, left hand up, can't get it to go. And Weisenbeck with the rebound for the Royals, and it will stay with Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. With 4:02 to go in the opening half, 15-14 15-14 Assumption. Try to get you a Stratford-Newman score at halftime. Hartley to inbound it, and Schmidt comes down with it. Skips it back over to Hartley. Looks underneath to Maddie Bone. No good angle. Skips it across to Grundhofer. Gets into lane. Left hand, and hand check by the Wildcats. With 3:51 to go in the opening half, Jesse Grundhofer will go to the line for 1 and 1, I believe. See if they have her shooting or not. That's Hackle's 3rd. And will they give her 1 and 1? Or 2? It will be a 1 and 1 as Emily Bone checks in on the first free throw. Grundhofer at the line for 1 and 1. No. As it will be 2 shots for Jesse Grundhofer. A little miscommunication by the officials and the scorer's table. As Jesse Grundhofer will go to the line for 2 as Teresa Hackle picks up her 3rd foul. And now we got another stoppage of play. Getting to converse again. Emily Bone will check in after the first free throw. or before the first free throw. We'll have to see. 18 fouls, so either way it's going to be a 1-and-1 if it is on the ground. So no two-shot foul yet. And still conversing. It'll be a 1-and-1 shot as I have to erase on my score sheet again. As now both substitutions are confirmed as Desiree Roush, checks in along with Emily Bone. Jessie Grundhofer at the line for two. Teresa Hackle out of the first half with 3 fouls, and Grundhofer makes her first. Again, after all that confusion, everybody thought, hey, let's take the ball out. Why not? Still got another shot. 16-14 Wisconsin Rapids. Assumption. 3:51 to go. We'll try and get you a score from Marshfield between the Neenah Rockets, the Marshfield Tigers boys. Had Columbus Catholic and Colby girls as well. And the big one, Stratford and Newman Catholic girls over in Wausau. Now it gets poked away, left baseline, and jump shot. Roush can't get it to go. Roush, man. Maddie Bone will take it herself. 3:33 to go, opening half. Bone picks up her dribble. Swings over to Weisenbeck near side, and back over to Kendall Schmidt, setting up the offense. Starting 5 in there for Coach Klein and the Royals. Swings it around. Picks up her dribble over to Grundhofer on the right wing, right in front of her brother Joe. High, low, under to Maddie Bone. A perfect pass. Perfect pass from Emily to Maddie, and the Royals lead by 5 with 3 minutes to go in the opening half. Their largest lead of the game so far. Ellen Becker swings it over to Kime, to Roosh. 15-foot line, gets into lane, kicks it back out over to Ellen Becker. Got it poked away by Schmidt. Into lane again, left hand up, and got it to roll in. Marissa Ellenbecker, her first bucket of the game, comes with an and one possibility. Kendall Schmidt picks up her second of the first half. Ashton Moore will check in, as will Kayla Kirkman for the Royals, as Schmidt picks up her second foul. As Marissa Ellenbecker will be at the line for one. 19-16 in favor of Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, and the left-handed shot can't go. Emily Bowen picks up the rebound, and Kirkman will run the offense for the Royals. Across the timeline, picks up her dribble, swings over to Weisenbeck near side. Top of the key is Emily Bowen. They go out and double team her. Kirkman underneath to Grundhofer, kicks out to Maddie Bowen. 16-footer. Shot doesn't count, and Grundhofer will go back to line for 1 and 1. Leading scorer so far, Jessie Grundhofer for the Royals. She's got 7 at the line, and right off the front of the rim, can't get it to go. And Marissa Ellenbecker brings it up. Gooden goes right baseline, and Weisenbeck picks up the foul, not allowing Gooden to get to line, as she will, however, go to line for 1 and 1, as Weisenbeck will pick up her second foul. Gooden 0 for 2 from the line. Maria Hartley checks back in. Don't forget this weekend, whole slate of games for you over here at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption High School. First one for Gooden, high arcing shot, gets it to go and in. She's got 3. Cranberry Classic once again here at Assumption High School on Friday and Saturday. Starting early with JV girls. Varsity girls first game at 11:30. We'll have that game right here for you on Zaleski Sports Network of pages. Girls and boys, Cranberry Classic all weekend long. Hartley swings it over. Kirkman able to fight through it. Strong take. Emily Bowen, right hand on the baseline, can't get it to go, and taken away by Gooden. She's got numbers, 3-on-2. Takes it all the way, right hand, can't get it to go. Nice defense there by Hartley. And Grundhofer for the Royals picks it up. Now Hartley pushing it. 2 minutes remaining, first half. Over to Jessie Grundhofer on the right side, right of the circle. Picks up her dribble Now Kirkman, right baseline all the way. Nice floater, right hand off. Kissed it off the glass. Kayla Kirkman with her first bucket right off of the backboard. That's a tough angle, but she got it to go. Ellen Becker swings it over. Nice stop there by Grundhofer. 90 seconds remaining. Up and in for Ashton Moore. She's got 2 more. She's got 4. Now Kirkman across the timeline. 1:20 to go. Nobody stopped her. Emily Bone gets double teamed. Picked up her dribble. Swings it around. Over to Maddie Bone. In the lane. Right hand hook shot. Way off. Taken by Ellen Becker. 21-20 with 65 seconds to go. Opening half. Halftime, we'll have an opportunity to hear from Coach Klein. Step back jumper, McKenna Gooden. And the Wildcats are back up on top with 50 seconds remaining. Kirkman picked it up over to Grundhofer, right side. Sharp pass into Emily Bone, right hand, can't get it to go. Maddie Bone missed the shot, swings it around to Harley. Looking into it, Maddie Bone again, gets double team, swings over to Grundhofer, 3-pointer right side. And a line drive. Kirkman, right hand up and can't get it to roll in. And Kirkman will be at the line for 2. .7 seconds remaining in the first half. 22-20. And Kirkman with a perfect free throw. Now all knotted at 22. And now another conversation at the scorers table. All 4 Royals are back in the Edgar front court. Fouls on Ashton Moore. Ashton Moore picked up the foul. Couple of dribbles by Kirkman, trying to give her team the lead. She does not. And the clock is ticking down with 25 seconds to go. Swings it around, left baseline, picks up her dribble. Moore. Pull-up jumper, 2 more. She gets the ball and shoots it, ladies and gentlemen. And that was another great shot by Ashton Moore. Over to Grundhofer. 10 seconds left. Picks up her dribble. Over to Kirkman. Underneath to Bone. Grundhofer swings it around. Kirkman, 3-pointer. Off the back iron. Can't get it to go. And that will end the first half here in Wisconsin Rapids. 1 half of play. It is the Edgar Wildcats 24. And the Assumption Royals 22. We'll be back to Assumption High School after this interview from Coach Klein. Back after this.
We're also looking forward to talking to Assumption girls basketball head coach Ryan Klein as he enters the studio now. And we've been looking forward to this all morning, Coach. We love having you here. Good to see you again, man. Yeah, have a seat here. Have a seat. We were just. I'll catch you up on what you missed here. We were just going through something new we're doing here at Zaleski Sports this year. We call it our Power 5. It's an alphabetical list of who we think are some of the top girls programs in central Wisconsin, and the Assumption Royals are on our list.
We should probably be first then, right? If it's alphabetical.
It's alphabetical. You are first. You got that right. Coach, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate you taking time out of the morning here to take a breather out of school and come down here and talk to us.
Yeah, we just got done with some continuously compounded interest problems in the pre-calc class, and here we are. Girls basketball now.
I have no idea what you just said, so we're going to keep moving. Something to do with math, though. I know that. All right, Coach. Well, let's get right to it here. First, just remind our audience how long you've been coaching, how many years this has been here in girls basketball, and then what keeps you coming back every year.
Well, I started coaching as soon as I got back to Assumption. This was 14 years ago, and I started off under Coach Burkhauser, and I got to coach with the guys program and the girls program back in my younger days, which was fun. And then I got a wife and kids and all that jazz, and eventually it led me to the head job here, and never really aspired to be a head coach, but took her on, and now this is my 4th year doing it. And like anything, you spend some time doing it, it gets easier and easier with time, and got a great group of girls that certainly help. I mean, not only with the basketball end of things, but they help with the family stuff. They babysit the kids and all that jazz. So it's been good.
You started off the season last week on Thursday night. Now you had to battle state football as it turned out. That was going on at the same time, but a pretty good crowd over in Auburndale, and you and the girls come out with a win. You come out with a conference win right away. Tell us about that game on Thursday night.
Well, it's tough starting the season with we've got 2 tough conference games to start the year, and getting Auburndale was great over at their place. I've lost plenty of games over in Auburndale through the years, so I was a little nervous going into that one. I didn't know exactly where we were at, and one of the biggest things for us this year is our guard play needs to complement our bigs, and I think in the second half there. Natalie Weisenbeck, she really kind of gave us a spark. We have 2 seniors on the team, and it's funny just when you look out there and you see a senior versus a sophomore or a junior, the little things that they do where they can bring defensively for you, and that's what really sparked us. Natalie's defense and some of our ball pressure kind of put us over the top on that one. And so I'm looking forward to that moving forward. We have a lot of younger guards that are going to continue to develop, and it's good to see our seniors playing at a high level already early on.
I called the Auburndale Greenwood game on Tuesday. I talked to you that next morning, and we talked about that a little bit. 4 of your girls were at that game, kind of watching there. Is that the kind of expectation you have of them, or are they doing this on their own and just getting out and taking this season by the horns right away?
Yeah, well, it's nice in a basketball program to have some basketball junkies. That's important. So I think these girls have played a lot of ball with the girls from Auburndale or wherever else. So they like to go and watch their friends play. That's a big one. As far as the scouting goes, it's nice to get a look at a team. But that's all on their own. I got better things to do on a Tuesday night. So if they want to go do it, that's more power to them. I've got assistant coaches too that are out scouting and filming, and other guys in the community that help out, and that's great. It's nice to have every advantage you can going into a game.
Yeah, I thought it was very impressive, especially with the season opener and those girls to make the trip up there. And it just shows, to me anyway, they're taking the son of a gun seriously here this year, and they're going to do what they can. The other thing, too, Coach, your 2 tallest girls, there happen to be 2 of them that were sitting a couple rows in front of me. There, you've really got size that is the envy of a lot of basketball coaches in the area. Your starting 5. Probably taller than some boys' basketball programs around. What does that size do for you as a coach?
Well, it makes me look good at times. You can't coach size is what they say, and I do my best to coach them up. But it's not just that they're big; they have a work ethic. I mean, the Bone Sisters, Jessie, they're in the gym all the time, and they work on their craft. So, and they enjoy it, so they play with a passion. And like you said, they want to this year. They want to do big things. So they're willing to put in the time, and it's a blessing, it's a blessing.
Last question about the players, then we'll get into expectations here about this year, and including your game tomorrow night at home against Marawood South rival Edgar. Coach, you and I have talked about this a couple times. You do have that size. Sometimes, though, that size maybe hasn't been accustomed to going after rebounds, jumping, getting off the floor. What do you do in practice? How do you encourage those girls that maybe for all their elementary and middle school career just had to reach up and grab the ball, and now they're going to have to jump, and they've been contested on the boards before? How do you battle that in practice?
Well, with a lot of yelling. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. I've talked before about the radius of a player, and the radius of a player doesn't just extend past their arms. Their feet can extend their radius. And so, doing your work early. I know I watched film of the Auburndale game, and you watch Maddie and how Maddie works on the glass, and her feet are always moving. She's finding a body, and she's tracking down balls. And I pointed out to the girls in film the other day, that's a special thing to be able to move your feet and, create contact, be physical, and then go track it down. So there is a lot of yelling at practice. I mean, nothing sets me off more than like a missed rebound on a free throw or something like that. I don't know if you remember back in the day when you were on that lower block. You know, they moved it up a block here. I don't know how many years ago, but man, we used to get screamed at, and we were way down there underneath the basket. And now they're up a block higher. I don't think we should ever give one of those up. So, yeah, I lose my mind a little bit every once in a while, and I think it's pretty ingrained in them that that's an important thing for us. You know, when I ask the girls what's important for our success, they always chime back, defense and rebounding, and, you know, that's what we preach. So.
Well, Coach, we're really looking forward to watching all the teams. Your team, again, makes our Power 5, so we put a special note about the Assumption Royals girls basketball program here in 2019. We think the girls will stay in that Power 5 all year. It's up to them, just as it is up to them to compete for a conference championship. Assumption, Newman, is it a two-horse race in the Marawood South?
Oh, no. I mean, certainly Newman's right up top there, but Stratford's always a great program, too. Edgar's got a lot of girls returning, so they're going to be tough again. I know when we played them in the playoffs last year, it was neck and neck. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to be in that race, hopefully. But we have not we never put ourselves on top of the conference in the last, 5-6 years. So we got to earn it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to earn a win tomorrow night. That's a rematch of last year's regional final. Folks, number one job, always get down to the gym, cheer on those your favorite team in person if you can't. ZaleskiSports.com, also a place to watch the Assumption Edgar game on Tuesday night. One of the most wild games I had ever seen and been a part of last year. It was a Kendall Schmidt three-pointer in the corner to tie the game in regulation, and then you and the girls ran away with it there in overtime a little bit. What's it going to take to maybe secure this one a little bit earlier on Tuesday night?
Well, I mean, I hate to just beat a dead horse, but defense and rebounding, that's another one of those games where and it pokes its head out all the time against us, is that our rebounding, we can play some decent defense, but if we force a team to take a tough shot, a lot of times their offense is generated by the fact that we can't track the ball down then. And then they pick up garbage points or get to the free throw line or whatever it may be. So we got to hit them hard on the boards and be efficient offensively. I think we had like 19 turnovers against Auburndale, and if we continue to turn the ball over at that rate all year, that's going to be a problem. So I'll attribute a little bit of that to first game jitters, and some of our younger girls need to kind of figure out the pace of the game, but take care of the basketball and be efficient offensively, and I like our chances.
All right, Assumption girls head basketball coach Ryan Klein. Coach, thanks for stopping by. I know you got some more math. You got to carry the one and do some numbers, some exponential smoothing, and some other stuff going on. So thanks for stopping in here this morning.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back to Assumption High School, where the Royals trail 24-22 as we begin the second half. Assumption working from left to right. As always, I'd like to thank Coach Klein for coming in on Monday. And it'll be off of Edgar and back to the Royals. Just going through some first half stats. Kayla Kirkman with 3 points. Jesse Grundhofer with 7. Underneath to Maddie Bone, left hand over the top of the rim. Can't get it to go. And another offense rebound by Kendall Schmidt. She didn't play much that first half due to foul trouble. Grundhofer getting into lane. Over to Schmidt. Underneath to Maddie. Back over to Grundhofer. Three-pointer right side. Too strong, and Kendall Schmidt another offense rebound. However, picked up her dribble under to Maddie Bone. Underneath to Emily. Another turnover taken away by Teresa Hackle. Maddie Bone with 5. Emily Bone with 4, and Rhea Hartley with 3 in that first half for the Royals. As Gooden has it, picked it up, swings it around to Hackle. Far side, pull-up jumper, too short, as Emily Bone comes away with the rebound for the Royals. Pushing it, trailing by 2. Grundhofer with the ball in her right hand, swings over to Emily Bone. Skips it across to Schmidt on the right side. Kendall's got 2 fouls. And almost turned it away. She did. Picks her pocket, does Marissa Ellenbecker, and Kendall Schmidt picks up a bad third foul. with 16:42 to go in the second half. As Ellenbecker will go to line for 2. Team's first of the second half. As Coach Klein will have to make an early substitution. Kayla Kirkman will come in, and Ellenbecker makes her first free throw. A score from Newman, as the Newman Cardinals taking care of the Stratford Tigers, is 41-21 with 15 minutes to go in the second half, excuse me. And left-handed free throw in for Ellenbecker, and it's a 4-point game. Jessie Grundhofer now running the offense for the Royals. Over to Natalie Weisenbeck, who hasn't shot the ball tonight. Emily Bone into Maddie and turns it over again. Teresa Hackle coming away with it, pushing it quickly over to Gooden. Run of the floor, and it's blocked by Emily Bone, and a turnover by Emily, and Maddie picks up a foul. And McKenna Gooden pleading her case. Shouldn't be a shooting foul. Maddie's second personal foul, team foul number 2 of the half. 16-21. Again, Assumption didn't score a bucket. Their first made basket for 6 minutes of that first half. McKenna Gooden and Natalie Weisenbeck, a nice battle there. Pull-up jumper, left it short, and Maddie Bone comes away with the rebound for the Royals. Kayla Kirkman up to Weisenbeck on the left side. She takes it all the way baseline, got it poked away, and it will stay with the Royals. 2 minutes gone by, opening moments of the second half as Maddie Bone comes out with her 2 fouls. Natalie Weisenbeck to throw it in on the far side in front of the Royals student section. Rhea Hartley with it, gets a screen from Emily Bone over underneath to Grundhofer, left hand. She'll go to line for 2 more. Grundhofer, just 1 missed free throw on the day. And going to the line for 2 more is Jessie Grundhofer, trying to keep her team in the ball game. First one is up and perfect. 8 points for Jessie. 26-23. Largest lead of the first half for the Royals, 19-14. And pushing it quickly is Marissa Ellenbecker. Swings it around. Over to Hackle on the right side. She goes baseline. Right. Gets right past Emily Bone. Offensive rebound. Bone gets up for it. And Kirkman pushing it quickly on the right side. Under to Grundhofer. Picks it up. Throws it to Bone. And that was going to get poked away. And coast to coast. Can't get it to go. And it's out of bounds off the Wildcats. And now Maddie Bone to check back in for Emily Bone. Hartley to throw it in. 15:23 to go. Opening moments of the second half. So what happened on that play is Mankey missed the layup and then got poked out, and she touched it before she came back. And right off of Kirkman? No, it will be off of the Wildcats and back to the Royals. Edgar and Stratford were supposed to play last Thursday, but as many people around here know, both teams were in state championship football games. Underneath the Grundhofer, left hand, can't get it to go. Jessie with an offensive rebound, right hand, over the top, up and in. Jessie Grundhofer, 2 more. She's got 11, double digits for Jessie, and it's a tie game at 26. Ellenbecker over to Gooden. The right hand all the way in and up, and he'll be go out of bounds to the Wildcats. However, both teams in that state championship Thursday falling. Edgar falling to Blackhawk Warren. Ellenbecker down low. Hartley comes away with the rebound. Kayla Kirkman pushing it up. Going coast to coast, finds Weisenbeck. And Gooden stepped out of bounds with great hustle by McKenna. And it'll be back to the Royals. 14:47 to go. A substitution coming as Hosley comes back in, as well as Ashton Moore Ashton had 6 points in the first half. And she gets the ball and shoots. She's not afraid. 3 for 4 from the field. Swings over to Maddie Bone. Maddie hit a 3-pointer against Auburndale on Thursday last week. Maddie right hand, left it short. Can't pick up that third foul. Ashton Moore comes away with the rebound for the Wildcats, pushing it on the far side. Picked up her dribble. Hartley just dogging her. And a timeout taken by Edgar. A quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back to Assumption High School right after this.
Now the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Back to Assumption High School as the Edgar Wildcats used the timeout as Maria Hartley was all up in the grill of Leah Hosley. Edgar will have the ball inbounding on the far side. 26-26, 14:29 to go in the second half as the game going down to the wire as it did last year. Over to Ashton Moore, left baseline. Why not? Ashton with 8. 4 for 5 from the field is Ashton Moore. Now Jessie Grundhofer leading the Royals with 11. Try to go behind her back and off of Hartley. It'll go back to the Wildcats. Assumption with a couple of games as mentioned over the weekend. No games tomorrow, no games on Thursday due to Thanksgiving. Ellen Becker with it. She's handling the ball over to Gooden off of Gooden's knee. As she gets right by Weisenbeck all the way to the rim and a body by Maddie Bone. And she'll go to the line. Nope, on the floor. But it is Bone's third foul. Emily Bone has to check in as foul was on the floor. As Izzy Youngworth. Izzy Youngworth to check in along with Emily Bone. 28-26. Edgar. Cross screen coming for Edgar. Gets it into Gooden. Gets past. Now Ashton Moore. 2 more. Ashton Moore, the senior, has 10. Natalie Weisenbeck across the timeline. Gets stopped by Gooden. Gets double teamed. Over to Izzy Youngworth. Swings it over to Kirkman. Underneath to Jessie Grundhofer. Back over to Youngworth. 3-pointer. Top of the key. Hits off the left side, and it should go to the Wildcats, and it does with 13:29 to go. It's 30-26. Edgar. Ashton Moore having herself a night. 5 for 6 from the field. Again, she's not afraid to shoot. Gets stopped right in the corner and off of Jessie Grundhofer's leg. Got trapped right there with the half-court line, the out-of-bounds line, and 2 defenders. And Hosley has to check in, or has to throw it in from that spot. Crosses over, gets thrown away. Izzy Youngworth comes away with it. Poked away, and it will stay with the Royals. Again, Assumption, a lot of turnovers in their opening game against Auburndale. And some more here. Had to at least have 10 in the first half. Kirkman picks up her dribble. Youngworth with it. Looking into Grundhofer. Now Bone with it. Underneath to Jessie Grundhofer. Into lane. Left hand. Up and can't get it to go. Rebound taken by the Wildcats. Pushing it quickly. Now Gooden. Pull-up jumper gets blocked by Weisenbeck from behind. And Natalie pushes it over to Youngworth near side. Going to take it all the way. No, gets underneath to Grundhofer. Gets double-teamed underneath. Emily Bone can't handle the pass. And another turnover by the Royals. 12:39 to go, second half. It was 24-22 at halftime. quick 4 points for the Royals. They tied it up at 26. Edgar has come back and taken a 4-point lead. Pushing it across the timeline over to Teresa Hackle. She goes left baseline up and can't get it to go. Emily Bone with another rebound. Kayla Kirkman pushing it over the defense is Izzy Youngworth. Now Weisenbeck. Again, Natalie hasn't shot the ball tonight. Or she had one when she got fouled, I believe. Kirkman in the lane, right hand, can't get it to go. Rebound taken by Ashton Moore. Pushing it quickly. Over to Gooden, got poked away, and it will stay with the Wildcats as Maddie Bone checks back in with her 3 fouls. Checks in for Emily. 12:09 to go. Second half. Inbounding it on the far side. Gooden being dogged by Weisenbeck. On the far right wing. Over to Ashton Moore. Swings it around. Left-handed dribble. Over to Gooden. Gets into lane all the way. Right-hand floater. Can't get it to go. Maddie Bone with a rebound. As Maddie's going to have to pick up her dribble. Pass it up to Kirkman. Find Youngworth. Right wing. Swinging it around. Over to Weisenbeck. Natalie into Grundhofer. Goes baseline with the drop step. Can't get it to go. Another miss. Another rebound taken. And there's a couple steps there by Gooden. Tried the Euro step. Couldn't get it to go. And now Kirkman pushes it up to Weisenbeck on the far side. Left hand up and can't get it to roll in. Grundhofer, an offensive rebound, right hand. Halfway in and comes out. Pushing it, and Maddie Bone with another steal. Try to get it to Gooden. 11:11 to go, second half. Weisenbeck has it. A lot of back and forth, low-scoring game, and Kirkman with a strong move there. Grundhofer gets hammered by Hackle. That's foul number 4 on Teresa. And Grundhofer will go to the line for 2. Teresa Hackle picks up foul number 4. Getting physical here in Wisconsin Rapids. Jesse has all 4 points for Wisconsin Rapids, or for Assumption here in the second half. First one up and in and out. And a line change here for the Wildcats. Kylie Davis, Desiree Roosh, McKenna Gooden still in there. Marissa Ellenbecker. And Gabby Kime, I believe that the other one was. Left it short. Offensive rebound by Maddie Bone. She got it muscled away and pushing it quickly. Swings it around to Gooden. Goes left baseline. Good defensive stop there by Maddie Bone. Ellenbecker underneath. Maddie Bone kicked it. And Emily will check in, I believe, for Jesse Grundhofer, who is shooting the free throws, and it is. 10:43 to go. Assumption hasn't scored for quite a while. Davis to inbound it. Had Ellenbecker. Gooden. Jumper. Can't get it to go. Too strong. Emily Bone fighting for it. Still fighting for it. And Kirkman will travel. And it'll go back to the Wildcats. Emily Bone fighting for that rebound. She got it. Then Kirkman didn't get a dribble down. Kylie Davis to inbound it. Baseline far left. 10:34 to go. Still 30-26. Underneath, wide open. Left hand, can't get it to go. Offense rebound and a foul by Maddie Bone. That is foul number 4 on Maddie. And Roosh will go to the line for 2. Maddie's 4th, team's 4th of the half. Roosh at the line for 2, looking for her first points of the night. First one is up and perfect. 31-26 as Maddie has to check out. Edgar looking for conference win number 1. Again, they beat Owen Withy last week. Assumption needing to have comeback fashion here tonight. As Roosh goes 2 for 2, it's 32-26 in favor of the Wildcats. Kirkman crosses the timeline, picks up her dribble over to Youngworth near side. Over the top to Grundhofer, right hand, left it short, offense rebound, got fouled up and in. Jessie Grundhofer, 2 more. She has all 6 points for the Royals here in the second half. Cross over to Zellenbecker, to Roosh, to Gooden, working on Weisenbeck. That's been a great matchup tonight. Davis gets a screen from Gooden. Youngworth has her pick up her dribble. Emily Bone with great defense. Goes all the way. Nobody stopped her. Up and in. Roosh with 2 more. Youngworth. It is 32-28. Back to a 34-28, pardon me. Kirkman with it. Skips it across. Weisenbeck. 3-pointer right side. Left hand, no good. And Emily Bone throws it away, trying to save it. Now Gooden pushing it right to left. Let her teammate a little too long. No, and gets it in. And Grundhofer fights for it. Pushes it up to Kirkman. Kirkman to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck, no dribble. Over to Kirkman. Grundhofer, 3-pointer, top of the key. Too strong. As Emily Bone will get called for the foul. Bone will pick up her first foul. Team's 5th foul. 34-28 with 9:11 to go in the second half. As Kylie Davis will inbound it. Marissa Ellenbecker will run the offense for the Wildcats. Cross the timeline from right to left. Over to Gooden, and Coach Hermansky will take a timeout. A 30-second timeout back to Assumption High School right after this. 9:01 to go, second half.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Back to Assumption High School, 9:01 to go, second half. It's the Edgar Wildcats 34, the Assumption Royals 28, as the Wildcats will have it back on offense, as Kylie Davis looked like she was going to come over and inbound it, and she will. Side out for Edgar. Youngworth guarding the inbounds. Over to Roosh. Swings it around. Gooden with it into lane. Now steps back. Back over to Kime. Quick pass. Right to Gooden. How about that? Up and in. Foul counts. And the basket. McKenna Gooden was at the right place at the right time. Her first bucket of the second half. Trying to extend the lead as Kirkman picks up the foul. As Kayla's first foul, as Gooden will be at the line for +1 shot. Up and off the back iron, rolled to the front and fell in. Now Kayla Kirkman, 9-point lead, largest of the night for the Wildcats. Jessie Grundhofer with it, gets double teamed. Now backs off, over to Kirkman, underneath to Youngworth. She was open, didn't get it to her in time, and there's going to be a foul on McKenna Gooden. Gooden picks up her second, team's second, and team's third, pardon me. As Gooden will take a rest, as will Kylie Davis. Youngworth inbound it, baseline right. Over to Grundhofer. Jessie's the only player so far. Youngworth, 3-pointer, left baseline, left it strong. Looked like she tried to bank it off as Grundhofer picks up a bad foul 80 feet from the basket. That'll be her second, and Edgar will shoot the bonus the rest of the way. As Roosh will go to line for 1 and 1. 8:26 to go. The Royals have only scored 6 points here in the second half, all from Jessie Grundhofer. And Roosh makes her first. We'll get the and one, 38-28. Up and perfect. An 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Kirkman over to Youngworth, near side. Crosses over to Emily Bone. Over to Kirkman. Swings it to Grundhofer. Top of the key, thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it. Now Emily Bone to Weisenbeck. Moving the ball nicely are the Royals. Looking for that open shot. Weisenbeck looking under to Bone. To Kirkman. Just moving the ball, running the offense. Bone, three-pointer, top of the key. Got it! Emily Bone for three. Get some life back into this gymnasium for the Royals. And it's 39-31. Assumption looking to play defense now. They trail by 8. First points of the second half from somebody other than Grundhofer, and a nice runner there for the Wildcats. Right on the baseline. Mankey with the runner. Kirkman to Youngworth. And didn't jump off the ground. Did Youngworth, still fighting for it. And we'll see who the foul is on. It looks like it will go on the Royals. And that looks to be Emily Bone, her second, team 8th, and 1-1 back for Desiree Roosh. As McKenna Gooden checks back in. 41-31. Then don't forget to stick around for our post-game show. We'll have an opportunity to talk to the winning coach and a player of the game as Maddie Bone checks in with 4 fouls, as does Kendall Schmidt. She's got 3. An 11-point game. 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Roosh at the line for her second. Up and perfect. Checking back in, Ashton Moore. Ashton's got 10. Roosh has 8, all in the second half. Marissa Ellenbecker with 2 in the second half. McKenna Gooden with 3. Skylie Mankey with 2. Maddie Bone, right elbow, can't get it to go, too strong. Taken by Hosley for the Wildcats. Moving it around. Underneath, working on Maddie Bone. And a travel there by Gabby Kime. 43-31, 6:52 to go in the second half. There it went right in to went right up against Maddie Bone, who's got 4 fouls. Schmidt over to Grundhofer, working on the left baseline, swinging around. Bone, top of the key, three-pointer, straight on, too strong. Emily Bone fighting for it. Grundhofer right hand, she'll go to line for 2. Going to line for 2 more is Jessie Grundhofer. 0 for 2 from the line in her last appearance. Hosley with the foul, her first. Grundhofer at the line for 2. First one up and perfect. Maria Hartley checks back in for Maddie Bone, who's got 4 fouls. Grundhofer has been the star of the second half for Assumption. Another bad turnover night, however, for Wisconsin Rapids. 43-33. Gooden, great pass underneath. Now Kime skips it out. Moving it around underneath against Emily Bone. Left hand, what a move by Gabby Kime. She's got 2 more. She's got 6 on the night. As Weisenbeck comes away with it. Pull-up jumper, left baseline, left away long. Hartley underneath, offense rebound. Left it short as Ashton Moore comes away with the rebound for the Wildcats. 45-33, 6 minutes to go in the second half. Now Gooden all the way as Weisenbeck will pick up the foul and go to line for 1 and 1. Maddie Bone checks back in for Maria Hartley. Weisenbeck picks up her 3rd foul. And Gooden will be at the line for 1 and 1. 2 missed free throws on the night for Gooden. She makes her first and will get the second shot. 46-33. As Marissa Ellenbecker checks back in. 13-point lead. Trying to extend it are the Wildcats. Up and perfect for McKenna Gooden. She had 6 in the first half. She's got 5 here in the second half so far. Now Schmidt picked up her dribble over to Weisenbeck. Left wing. Swings it around. Back over to Schmidt. 3-pointer. Right wing. Left it short. Ashton Moore with the rebound. And Marissa Ellenbecker will take it for the Wildcats. Now Mankey gets a screen from Ashton Moore. And be stolen away by Kendall Schmidt. Coast to coast. Left hand up and perfect. Kendall Schmidt checks in, and Coach Klein will take a timeout with 5:22 to go. The Royals down 12, back in 30 seconds.
Join the roster at Aspirus Riverview Hospital and Clinics. Whether you're a rookie or an old pro, Aspirus Riverview Scouts are looking for players with MVP potential. And you don't need to be a medical professional to make the team. There are opportunities in a wide variety of careers. Apply for a tryout today at aspirus.org/careers. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Kendall Schmidt goes coast to coast after the steal and the layup. She's got 2, her first 2. Jesse Grundhofer with a team high 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 for Jesse. Maddie Bone with 4 fouls. Emily Bone with 2. Swings around to Marissa Ellenbecker. Assumption putting on a little pressure now. Now double teams right here in the corner. And a push by Natalie Weisenbeck. Right in front of the official, right in front of the scorer's table. And that will be her 4th foul. And going to the line is Marissa Ellenbecker. She'll shoot 2. So double bonus the rest of the way. Left hand up and bounces in and out for Marissa. Emily Bone checks in for Mariah Hartley. Foul trouble, trouble for Assumption here tonight. Left hand, left it short. And that was going to be poked around. And it will go to Edgar. Offensive rebound off of a free throw. A missed free throw. Now Gooden with it. Into lane. All the way right hand. Floater. Can't get it to go. Now Bone with the rebound for the Royals. They got to push it. Schmidt. Over to Weisenbeck. She goes coast to coast. Picks up her dribble underneath to Emily Bone. Right hand. Got it rolling. Emily Bone with 2 more. She's got 9. 47-37. Long pass, and that one will go out of bounds and go back to the Royals. 4:43 to go. And a substitution as Malia Hosley will check in. Schmidt to run the offense for the Royals. They trail by 10, 4:35 to go. Grundhofer back over to Schmidt. Into Emily Bone. Maddie Bone, right hand. Got fouled. Can't quite get it to go, but she'll go to line for 2. Looking for her first buckets, or her first free throws of the second half. She'll go line for 2. Under 4.5 minutes to go. Second half. That high-low for the Royals, if run right, is perfection. And Maddie Bowen missed her first free throw. Teresa Hackle comes in. She's got 4 fouls. She'll come in for Ashton Moore, as Bowen will be at the line for 1 more. 4:30 to go. 47-37. Hartley to check in for Maddie when she makes the free throw, and it is in. Maddie with 6 points, as the Royals look to put some more pressure on Edgar. Back to a 9-point game. Left hand dribble. Back over to Marissa Ellenbecker. Swings it around to Hosley. Underneath, Grundhofer with the interception over to Schmidt, and a foul on McKenna Gooden. Her 3rd foul. With 4:17 to go, 47-38. As Kendall Schmidt to inbound it. Next foul on Edgar will put Assumption in the bonus. Coach Klein yelling out the set for, calling out the set for Assumption. Maddie Bowen picked up the ball and throws it away. It'll go to Edgar. She got tripped coming out of her break and had nowhere to go. Nobody came to the ball. And another turnover by Assumption. 4:02 to go, 9-point game. Marissa Ellenbecker to inbound, as Teresa Hackle took a spill over at the timeline. Swings it around. Now Ellenbecker to Gooden. And got poked away, and McKenna Gooden comes away with it. Swinging it around. Now Marissa Ellenbecker with it. Gets all the way into lane. Left hand up, and foul will be on the floor, but she'll go to line for 2 more. Ellenbecker going to line for 2. She's 2 for 4 the second half. 3 for 5. 2 for 5 in the game. As some more conversing with the officials. He said she wasn't shooting, but Edgar's in double bonus, so 3:43 as they have been for about the last 3 minutes. And left the first one short, and Maddie Bowen checks back in. 3:43 to go, as Kendall Schmidt also picked up her 4th foul. Left hand up and short again. Grundhofer comes away with the rebound. She's pushing it and got it poked away by McKenna Gooden. Jesse Grundhofer to inbound it. And Schmidt will run the offense. Over to Maddie Bowen, left wing. Natalie Weisenbeck, no. Skips it across to Schmidt. Takes it right baseline. Floater left away short. And Bowen, 3-pointer left baseline. Left it short again. Taken by Ellenbecker. 3:10 to go. Second half. Got it poked out of bounds by Schmidt. And Rhea Hartley will check back in for Maddie Bowen. 3:11 to go. Second half. Hosley to inbound it. Grundhofer with defense on Gabby Kine. Now Hosley picked up her dribble. That one goes out of bounds. They'll go to the Royals. Maddie Bowen checks back in. Exactly 3 minutes to go, second half, 47-38. In this Marawood South girls basketball conference action. Schmidt across the timeline, over to Jesse Grundhofer. Top of the key, Emily Bone. Over to Schmidt, left wing. Maddie Bone right through Maddie's hands, and she picks up her 5th foul. Frustration foul, frustration foul, frustration foul for Maddie Bone. And her night will come to an end. 2:45 to go here in the second half, as Teresa Hackle will go to line for 2. She's 0 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Up and high arcing shot wide to the right. And no good. 47-38. The Wildcats trying to come into Assumption and knock off the Royals as they were unable to last year. As Kendall Schmidt into Emily Bowen. Over to Jesse Grundhofer. Underneath to Weisenbeck. Over to Hartley. Three-pointer right side. Too strong. And that one is going to go to the Wildcats. Gooden with it. Right along the sideline. They were unable to stop her. And right off of Emily Bowen, it will go back to the Wildcats with 2:19 to go. 47-38. There were 5 Wildcats in the stack. Can't have that. Emily Bowen to guard the inbounds. Now Ellenbecker all the way into the lane. Underneath, right hand, Grundhofer. No. Grundhofer with the rebound. And Gabby Kime will pick up a foul. Grundhofer will go to line for 1 and 1 with 2:11 to go in the second half. Again, don't forget, stick around for our post-game show. We'll have an opportunity to talk to the winning coach and a player of the game. Grundhofer with the right hand up and good. Jesse has been dynamite here in the second half. Izzy Youngworth checks in. A little more speed for the Royals. 2:11 to go. 47-39. Grundhofer 2 for 2 from the line. And it's back to a 7-point game as Kayla Kirkman checks in. Man-to-man full court press now. And now it's going to be stolen away by Hartley underneath to Weisenbeck. Left hand up and in! Natalie Weisenbeck for 2, and Coach Ermansky takes a timeout. 2 minutes left. A 5-point game back to Wisconsin Rapids in 1 minute.
Let's be honest. We all love the freedom of choice, right? Paper or plastic, Packers versus Bears, cable TV versus streaming. When it comes to how you get your TV, you have a choice. Stop getting bullied into expensive, bulky cable TV packages when you can stream TV for nearly half the price. Streaming just means you get your TV over the internet instead of cable or a satellite dish. As Central Wisconsin's very own internet service provider, Solaris is happy to offer its customers the freedom to choose how they get their TV. For a limited time, Solaris will even give you a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. No contracts, free installation, and 24-hour local technical support makes Solaris the clear choice. So what do you say? The Solaris team is ready to help you cut the cord and save you money when you use your internet connection to stream TV. Stop and call or visit us at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nakusa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
Natalie Weisenbeck picks up her first bucket of the game to trim it to a 5-point lead for the 5-point lead for the Edgar Wildcats. Teresa Hackle to inbound it. She can run the baseline, and the ball is right at McKenna Gooden's feet, and she splits the triple team, now pushing across the timeline and dribbles it away. 2 minutes to go. And she's going to try and dribble out the time. She gets double teamed and she stepped out of bounds. And it will go to the Royals. Stepped out of bounds right in front of the Nakusa Papermakers. They stepped out of bounds right in front of the Nakusa Papermaker girls basketball team as they did not start the clock. As Emily Bowen and Jesse Grundhofer will check in. They're trying to determine how long that possession was. And give them 10 seconds or so. 10, 15, we'll see what the discussion comes out to. They'll put it right at 2 minutes. I believe it was like 2:11 when we went to break, so again, it started We were not at 2:04 when we went to break. I believe it was 2:11 or so. And the Royals will have the ball down by 5 with 2 minutes to go. As Jesse Grundhofer and Emily Bone will check in. Again, Maddie Bone fouled out with about 2:45 to go in the ball game. And Kendall Schmidt to inbound. As mentioned, in front of the Papermakers, the Nakusa Papermakers girls basketball team. They will be in the Cranberry Classic on Friday and Saturday. Again, all the varsity games will be live streamed right here at Zaleski Sports. 4 boys games, 4 girls games. Hartley to inbound it. Crosses over, and she will travel. Picked up her dribble. And Izzy Youngworth along with Kayla Kirkman to check back in with 1:49 to go in the second half. Marissa Ellenbecker. Gooden will have the ball, and it's going to be stolen away by Youngworth. Weisenbeck controls it over to Kirkman. 3-pointer left corner, way strong. Offense rebound by Hartley, and she'll go to line for 2. Hartley will go to line for 2, looking for her first free throws of the night. With 94 seconds left, Hartley could cut it down to a 3-point game. First one up and perfect. Hartley with 4. She had a big 3-pointer in the first half. 1:34 to go, second half. Free throw off the back iron and rolls in. Hartley with 5. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Gooden with it. Along the baseline, she's going to take it coast to coast and look underneath to Hackle up and couldn't get it to roll in, but Hackle will go to line for 2, where she is 0 for 4 from the line so far tonight. The foul will go on Hartley. Her first, team's like 12th or something here in the second half. Hackle at the line for 2. The first one up and off the back iron and rims out. Oh for 5 is Hartley at the line here tonight. Big rebound coming if Hackle can't secure it. Emily Bone and Jesse Grundhofer checked back in. Free throw up, way short, and it did not hit the rim. Teresa Hackle 0 for 6 from the free throw line here tonight. Hartley to inbound it. Looking for Kendall Schmidt, her point guard, and she gets it in. 3-point game. 1:20 to go. Weisenbeck across the timeline. She gets double teamed. Over to Schmidt. Hartley, 3-pointer left wing. Oh, rims out. And the ball's on the ground, and Goon will pick it up. And she's pushing it. And be a foul on Emily Bone. Hartley's 3-pointer in and out. 64 seconds to go. And Menke at the line for 2. She was the one that got run over by Emily Bone trying to set the screen. At the line for 2. Up and good. Mankey with 7 here tonight. 4-point game. As Mankey at the line for her second. Up and off the back iron. And an offensive rebound by Mankey. Gooden tries to dribble it out. Schmidt dogging her at the half-court line. And Kendall Schmidt will pick up her 5th foul. She will be done here tonight. Gooden will go to line for 2. Another offensive rebound on a free throw as Kayla Kirkman will check in. 56 seconds to go, 48-44. Gooden at the line for two. First one up and good. McKenna Gooden came into this game averaging 32 points a game. Again, she had 32 against Owen Withey. She's got 12 here tonight. Second one up and perfect. Back to a 6-point game, 56 seconds to go. Weisenbeck trying to push it up. Kayla Kirkman with it. 50 seconds left. Crosses over. Cross the timeline over to Weisenbeck. And a foul on McKenna Gooden. That'll be her fourth foul. Izzy Youngworth to check in. Natalie Weisenbeck at the line for 1 and 1. As Izzy Youngworth, I don't know why they're not letting her check in. There she goes. And then she gets run over by Emily Bone. 45.7 seconds left. Natalie Weisenbeck at the line for 1 and 1. First one up and good. Skylie Mankey getting in front of Weisenbeck very quickly. Second one is up and short. Offense rebound. Grundhofer right hand up and good. Jesse Grundhofer with 2 more. And Coach Klein takes a timeout. 3-point game. 42 seconds left. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Natalie Weisenbeck 1 for 2 from the line. Jesse Grundhofer with the biggest rebound of the game so far for the Royals. 42 seconds left. It is Edgar 50. The Assumption Royals 47. They were very, very close with Mariah Hartley rimming in and out a three-pointer that would have tied the game. And Edgar will have the ball back with 42 seconds to go. Emily Bone, to guard the inbounds. Her sister Maddie fouling out. 2 minutes to go in gameplay. It's been about 10 minutes now in real time. Trying to inbound it. Gooden with it. And she's going to go coast to coast and dribble it out. 3-point game. They got to get the ball back, and it's going to be tipped away. But back to the Wildcats with 34-4 left in the ball game. Emily Bowen to guard the inbounds. Got to get tall, got to get big. And it's going to be in the backcourt, and Coach Hermansky will take a timeout. It will be a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute in Wisconsin Rapids.
Is joint pain keeping you on the bench? A joint replacement at Aspirus Riverview Joint Center can get you back in the game. You'll be cared for by a winning team of surgeons, nurses, and therapists who specialize in joint replacement. 98% of patients give Aspirus Riverview Joint Center the highest rating available and say they would recommend them to family and friends. Start your comeback today with help from the pros at Aspirus Riverview Joint Center. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nakusa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Assumption Royals trail the Edgar Wildcats 50-47 here with 34 seconds left. Emily Bone to guard the inbounds against Teresa Hackle. The only foul situation right now for the Royals is Natalie Weisenbach, who's got 4, and she's guarding McKenna Gooden in the backcourt. Hartley, and she gets triple teamed, still moving the ball around. Teresa Hackle, they got to foul somebody. 20 seconds to go, puts it around to Gooden. They got to foul. 20 seconds to go, and Gooden will go to line for 2. Emily Bone picks up her 4th. They had a chance to foul Teresa Hackle, who's 0 for 6 from the line, but McKenna Gooden will go to line for 2, where she's only missed a pair of free throws. Those were her first trip to the line in the first half. First one up and rattles in. Perfect here in the second half as Jesse Grundhofer checks in for Natalie Weisenbeck. 18 seconds to go. Emily Bone also with 4 fouls. 18.8 left, 4-point game. Gooden, second one up and good. 5-point game as Hartley will cross the timeline. They got to push it. 15 seconds to go. Still moving. Over to Youngworth. They got to shoot. 10 seconds to go. Over to Youngworth. 3-pointer right side. Got it tied up. 5 seconds left as Izzy Youngworth ties it up. She's getting hugs, but it might be a little too late. We'll keep her right here at Assumption High School. There's a full timeout, but we'll stay here. 52-50 with 5.5 seconds to go in this ball game. Again, about the last 3 minutes of gameplay have taken about 15-20 minutes as the Assumption Royals have slowly worked their way back. Without Maddie Bone, without Kendall Schmidt, a 3-pointer almost tied it at 47. And we are with 5.5 seconds to go. They wasted a lot of time to get a foul down here with 34 seconds. They marched it all the way down to 18.8 seconds to go. McKenna Gooden knocked down a pair of free throws. Then they had it all the way down here. Izzy Youngworth had an open shot early in that possession. Didn't take it. She made a 3-pointer with 5.5 seconds to go to draw this game to a 2-point game here at Assumption. It's been a rough second half, been an ugly second half for both sides, turnover-wise. As Emily Bone will guard the inbounds, that's Teresa Hackle. 5 seconds to go here in this ball game. She has the able to run. She goes the baseline. They got a foul, and they don't. Now with 2.2 left, as Marissa Ellenbeck will go to line for 2, where she has missed her last 4. As Kayla Kirkman picks up the foul. If she makes 1, have an opportunity to tie with a heave. If she makes 2, this one might be over. First one up and out. Jesse Grundhofer checks in. Now the question is, do you miss it on purpose? To just let the clock run. 2.2 left. A 2-point game. Marissa Ellenbecker at the line. Second one up and good. And Coach Klein will use a timeout to try and draw up a final play. It is 53-50 with 2.2 seconds to go. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids in 30 seconds.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Back to Wisconsin Rapids as Marissa Ellenbecker makes 1 of 2. Still 3 It's still just a 3-point game with 2 seconds to go. Enough time to get a nice screen at half court, heave it down, and possibly have an opportunity to launch a three-pointer to tie it, as they did against Edgar last year in the regional final. Kendall Schmidt, however, she has fouled out, made the game-tying shot at the end of regulation. See who inbounds it. We'll see who screens. Jesse Grundhofer to inbound it. Natalie Wiseman back in the game. Emily Bowen, Maria Harley, and Kayla Kirkman. 2.2 seconds to go. Jesse Grundhofer to inbound. Somebody needs to set a screen and somebody needs to move. She'll just baseball pass it to Emily Bowen. That one's going to get tipped away, and that will do it. And the Edgar Wildcats knock off the Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals 53-50 here tonight. A big win for the Wildcats and a tough loss for the Royals here in their second conference game of the season. It is Edgar 53 and Assumption 50. We'll be back with our post-game show. I have an opportunity to talk to head coach Benny Ermansky and our player of the game, McKenna Gooden, right after this.
Join the roster at Aspirus Riverview Hospital and Clinics. Whether you're a rookie or an old pro, Aspirus Riverview Scouts are looking for players with MVP potential. And you don't need to be a medical professional to make the team. There are opportunities in a wide variety of careers. Apply for a tryout today at aspirus.org/careers. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
And now, the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbag thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course, of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Sportsmanship doesn't end when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity, and leading by example. Your community, your team. We're a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer and tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit www.ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community work together to be true champions.
Let's be honest, we all love the freedom of choice, right? Paper or plastic, Packers versus Bears, cable TV versus streaming. When it comes to how you get your TV, you have a choice. Stop getting bullied into expensive, bulky cable TV packages when you can stream TV for nearly half the price. Streaming just means you get your TV over the internet instead of cable or a satellite dish. As Central Wisconsin's very own internet service provider, Solaris is happy to offer its customers the freedom to choose how they get their TV. For a limited time, Solaris will even give you a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. No contracts, free installation, and 24-hour local technical support makes Solaris the clear choice. So what do you say? The Solaris team is ready to help you cut the cord and save you money when you use your internet connection to stream TV. Stop and call or visit us at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nakusa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need for the most effective solutions relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids. Contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
Good to go? All right, welcome back to Assumption High School here as the Edgar Wildcats knock off the Assumption Royals in a very exciting Marawood South Conference game, 53-50. Here with Edgar head coach Betty Romansky. Coach, a huge conference win coming to Wisconsin Rapids and knocking off the Royals.
Absolutely. They are one heck of a team. We knew that coming in. We just kind of focused on, obviously, their post play is their go-to game. I thought our girls did a nice job really bringing the game plan, double teaming the post with our other post and then switching on the up screen. Fell apart a couple times, but we held, just kind of to the same game plan, didn't change it up much at halftime other than a few minor things really offensively. Boxing out is hard against this team when they've got 5-7 inches on you, but we gave them everything we had, and we were in this position last year, and we talked about getting to that position and this time making it go our way. And kudos to the kids for stepping up and doing that. Our guards did a nice job of running the show. They showed a couple different presses. We kind of struggled a little bit there down the last 5 minutes, but again, they held their composure, and things we drew up during the timeouts, they executed, and kudos, hats off to them.
Just talk about having a leader like McKenna Gooden bringing up the ball along with some other of your players. Just talk about the leadership you got on this team this year.
Absolutely. McKenna and Marissa, McKenna's been a 3-year starter, Marissa a 4-year starter. You can't teach the things they learn by playing these games, and those two have worked together for 3 years and know each other's tendencies. So that is a big plus. We knew if we could kind of put a lot of pressure on their guards. They weren't seasoned guards, and I think that helped us tonight, putting that intense pressure on there. Our 2 sophomores that night, for them not being in a big game, I thought they held their composure. Coming off the bench and having 8 or 10 nice little sweet shots for us. Everybody was a contributor tonight. Kaylee came in, gave us some key moments to give some kids some breaks, get a water break and get back out there. So total team effort tonight, and everybody bought into it.
Yeah, and I talked about it a little during the broadcast. Ashton Moore going in there, gets the ball and shoots the ball. She's got a nice, sweet shot. Had 10 points, 6 in the first half. Just talk about her game.
Into the ball offensively, making them come after us, that we are in control, just setting that mindset.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Thanks for coming up. All right, Selesky Sports Player of the Game, McKenna Gooden, right here at Assumption High School again. Wildcats knocking off the Assumption Royals 53-50. McKenna going right down to the wire again against the Assumption Royals. Just talk about the game plan and how you guys executed and pulling off the win here today.
Well, after coming off of a tough loss last year in the regional final, we really wanted a lot of revenge, and we studied a lot. We studied their offense. We came into practice, worked really hard on defense, and we got up in the morning. We really wanted that revenge, and everyone contributed tonight, and it was just a really good team effort game.
Able to come in, team that's picked to finish second in the conference, able to come in and knock off the Assumption Royals, coming off a big win last week against Owen with you at 32 points. Just talk about the free throws and how your team executed, handling the pressure as well at the end.
We just want to take one play at a time. Don't overthink things and don't go too fast. Hold the ball. Basically, just don't want to overthink things, basically. We didn't let their height get to us today, and that was the key part we were a little bit worried about, but we didn't let it get to us, and it showed off in the end.
Just talk about being able to get a player like
Hats off tonight, but it meant that the other guards got a lot of opportunities, which is really nice to see them shoot the ball and get them shooting, but we worked with it. I worked with the flow, just went on with the game.
All right, we'll get you out of here. Snowing outside, we'll put you in the house and then have you go on your way. I'll give you this. Then we'll count you down.
What do I say?
Say your name and say I'm in the house. All right? All right, look into the camera up here.
I'm McKenna Gooden, and I'm in the house.